so bad. Okay, you obviously haven't been to many seminars. Who wants to hear Tony say a few words? Here we go.
First of all, can we thank Jason for throwing this and making this happen, for this amazing cake, for bringing it all out. Let's have it for Jason and his family here. Yeah! Oh, that was terrible. Give Jason a hand for that. I just want to say thank you for coming out. I like writing books about as much as I do selling my organs on the black market. So I didn't write one for 20 years, and I wrote Master the Game after I interviewed these 50 geniuses, from Warren Buffett to Carl Icahn to Ray Dalio. But I wrote this book because everybody knows that a crash is coming. It's the second largest bull market in history. And you don't have to be reactionary, just intelligent. It's going to happen. And when it does, I want people not only to be protected, but I want people to take advantage. A crash is counterintuitive. It's the one chance in your life to leapfrog from where you are financially to the next level if you're unshakable, if you're not fearful, if you know what the hell you're doing. So I've taken the best I've learned from these 50 great investors, simplified it, put it into a book much smaller than this cake. It was only 200 pages. You read it about 4 hours instead of my 670-page monster. And I hope to pick it up. We're donating 100% of the profits to Feeding America. We fed 200 million people. We fed 100 million people last year, 100 million the year before. We're going to feed 100 million this year. This will help with about 50. So any book you get will feed 50 people. But I'm not waiting. We're going to take care of this all in advance. We're going to feed 1 billion people over the next 7.5 years. So I just want to say thank you. I'm trying to get to as many people to thank you and give you a hug or take a picture as I can. But God bless, and I hope that you'll pick up this book, because I wrote this thing to change lives, and I really believe it will if you'll give yourself just a few minutes with it. Thank you. Thank you all of you for everything you're doing. God bless.
Hold on. Before I ask this one question, oh boy. I want to thank Jonathan Greller from Guild, Ron, and his Get Smarter team, Rosian, the Cake Boss for doing this amazing cake. Okay.
This is Cake Boss.
This is Cake Boss. The Cake Boss made a cake for the boss. All right.
I need a picture.
Hold on, Tony. I was like maybe, I don't know, 30 years old, and he said to come in an island in Fiji with Bhagwan, some guy who's from India. He's got 100 million people to remove alcohol and tobacco from their diet, and they lived in bliss. And I was like, okay, I'll try that.
Stay in New York.
Yeah. And he got Sage fixed the motion sickness with the Oneness University. It was a wonderful experience, and I said, I'm never going to go for it. But I went there and I sat down with Bhagwan, who left the country the first time, Sage, in what, 69 years was it? And no one wanted him to know he was in Fiji hanging out with, Tony. And Tony actually gave him his house. He was so polite. And they put me in a room and they asked me, give me one question for Bhagwan. Please, one question. What is it you want to know that you've never known about? I swear to God, I broke down in 10 seconds. I was crying, like having an emotional breakdown. He got me to change within 10 seconds. I couldn't believe it. This is real time. But now here we are, 20 years or so later, and I'd like to ask Tony, being that today is his birthday, if he could give one wish, because he's so good at giving. Oh, I'm still there. I was feeling good, and it's just coming like, yeah, Tony, all right, if you could give, it's your birthday, we're all here for you, but if you could give one wish to everybody in this room who's traveled all over the country, if not the world, to be here with you right now, what would that wish be?
The wish would be for you to experience living in a beautiful state. That isn't just happy, it's joyful, it's courageous, it's passionate, it's hungry, it's driven. It's any state that when you're in that state, you know what life is about. And to end suffering. That's really my mission for people. And it's easy to do, it's hard to do, and it's easy. It's simple, I should say, but not easy. And what it really is we got a 2 million-year-old brain, all of us in this room. It's not designed to make us happy, it's designed to make us survive, so it's always looking for what's wrong. And you look at where people are in our country right now and divided, regardless of who you believe in, you need just to calm the damn thing down and find the joy and the beauty in our lives right now while we straighten shit out. It takes time to straighten shit out. And I was talking to George W. Bush the other day. I interviewed Bill Clinton again. He's been a dear friend for 30 years. This last weekend. But then I interviewed George Bush also, and I was asking him, I said, all the rancor in the country, I said, I noticed you never attacked Barack Obama, even though I know you disagreed with him. And he said, it's just not a class act. He's the president now. Whether I agree or not, he's my president. And I thought, coming from a president, that was pretty cool. And then I said, but, you know, off the record, how do you really feel? And he shared a few things with me, but he said, you know, I wanted my brother to be president. He said, but he's not. He didn't do the right campaign. It didn't happen. He said, but Tony, all these people think the world's over for the United States, or Trump is going to destroy everything, or the left is going to destroy everything, all these stories. He said, I remember when Nixon was impeached, and I thought, the American presidency is destroyed. This man's destroyed our democracy. We'll never be back. And he said, I was dead wrong. He said, as a man who became president of the United States, I learned one thing. The office is bigger than the occupant.
Yes.
And I thought that was very wise feedback for us to share with all our friends that are stressed on the right or left. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm more of an independent myself. I vote for who I believe in. But I'll tell you, he's right. You know, we have 3 branches of government. They're all going to balance each other out. Trump will do some great things. He'll do some terrible things like all of us would. His might be a little more unique. But what I can tell you is there's no worries about America. That isn't positive thinking. If you're betting against this, you're betting against 2 centuries of progress. We always find the way to move forward. We always find the way to come together. And we will again. God bless you guys. Thank you for the birthday.
Everyone, thank you. And let's do it. A 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. This is ad-libbing.